Forgive an old woman, but I forgot your name. What was it again? Would you mind getting my book from the sleeping quarters? It would spare my bones the trip. It's called Great Voyages. Thank you very much. I've read this old book many times. Seems I find something new each read. And no matter how many times I've read it, it never fails to get me excited for adventure. Are you the adventuring type? Oh, I see. Well, this voyage must have felt twice as long for you. Can I give you a word of advice? I'm old and wise after all. Adventuring is a lot more fun once you realize you need to be uncomfortable at times to have a good adventure. Captain Ilona told me we'll be landing in Lindo shortly. I think we're all antsy to arrive.
I've never been to Eastshade. I've heard wonderful things about it. Did you know that the people there used to cover their mouths with garments? I've heard that's since gone out of style. Quite a strange fashion fad if you ask me. As long as Eastshade doesn't rock like this ship, I will love it. It's the quaint little seaside town we'll be landing in. It's one of the many gems of the country, I hear. It's the quaint little seaside town we'll be landing in. It's one of the many gems of the country, I hear. Almost there.
Ooh, that did not sound good.
You've woken. Are you feeling okay? Do you remember what happened? I'm glad your memory's intact. You washed up on this beach just a short while after the ship sank. One doesn't last long in water this cold. From what I've heard, you were the only passenger in this place during the wreck. The others are safe in town. Eastshade, of course. Specifically, my home. I usually don't take visitors, but in this case I can hardly blame you for floating in unannounced. Only your reason. Don't forget to take it when you leave. Even the frigid tide couldn't bring you to part from it. It must mean a great deal to you. I was about to head into town to share news of your survival. You should go there and let them know yourself. It's just up the path. On your way, then. I was about to head into town to share news of your survival. You should go there and let them know yourself. It's just up the path. On your way, then.
a newcomer. In the future, if you're ever in need of carriage to Nava, I'm your driver. My ox is strong, no?
Oh, it's you! You're on the ship. What happened to you? Oh, thank goodness. We thought you were lost. Oh, what a horrible experience. I'm so glad to see you're safe. What brought you to Eastshade anyway? Very adventurous of you. I came to visit my family. You look like you could use a nice cup of tea. This flavor is a bit strong for some people, but the effects can be lifted with a sip of water from your water skin. Our captain is in a terrible state. I suppose that's to be expected. She won't even leave the dock. Perhaps it would console her to know that we all survived. You should speak with her. I lost most of my possessions too, and nothing has washed up. My family lives here in Lindo, so I'll be staying with them. If you find that night is coming and you're in need of a place to stay, you should check the inn. You'll be comfortable there. It gets cold around here at night. You shouldn't be out without a proper coat. After that wreck, I may just settle down here for a while. Are you wondering about anything else?
Aren't I good at flying? Thanks! My dad says that I can do anything as long as I put my mind to it!
Hey, are you an artist? Hey, you have an easel! Are you an artist? So am I! Do you want to see what I made? Look! It took all day, but I want to make my next one even better. What should I do? But I don't know how to make a canvas. All right! You're a nice artist after all. I know where some boards are. Follow me.
Did you see when it ran a reef? I've never seen anything like that. Terrible waste of a good ship. And it went down so quickly. It's amazing anyone made it out of that.
Now we just need the fabric. I don't know where to find that. Maybe we should ask someone. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. going.
Watch your step there. Lots of moving boxes around here. You're looking a little waterlogged. Guessing you just came in off of that ship. Think you even got some seaweed hanging from your ear. Yeah, we all have those days, right? I mean, my dad got in a shipwreck once. He wasn't as lucky as you, though. Oh, no, he's fine. Just lost his leg is all. Now he gets to order us around even more. So, you'll probably be exploring all over, right? Would you do me a huge favor? My brother loves raspberry-filled pastries. Loves them. He can't get enough. But raspberries don't grow here. So he puts in an overseas order every 2 weeks. It's crazy, really. Now, the thing he hates is grape-filled pastries. I mean, we all hate them, obviously, but he hates them even more. He'd destroy them all if he could, you know? He once saw an old lady eating some, and he grabbed the box and threw it in the ocean. It was the craziest thing. Okay, so what I did was fill his raspberry pastry bag with, grape pastries. Can you imagine what he's gonna do when he eats one? He'll go insane! He's always suspicious of me doing something like this, though, so it would be perfect if you could play along and act like you're a, delivery person. So, what do you say? Will you deliver them to him? Perfect! You gotta play the part, though. Really make him think they're raspberry pastries. This'll be great. Here, take these. My brother lives over in Nava, so I'll meet you there in a few days, alright? I'll probably be near the bakery. You just come find me, and I'll point my brother out to you.
Let's keep going. So we have everything we need now, right? We can make a canvas from this stuff? Could you paint something? I want to watch a real artist. Yes! I'm going to use this for Miss Nika's next painting. She loves art so much. Hey, Miss Nika loves art like us. She always likes my paintings. I bet she'd like yours too. She really likes the eclipse. You should draw her that.
I know that I can do it if I put my mind to it!
Get down from there.
I can't fly if I don't even try!
You're not a bird, Lenny. You need to come down right now. You're going to get hurt.
Everybody, turn around!
What? Why?
If you don't all turn right now, I'm gonna jump!
Okay. Everyone turn around. I don't know what you're trying to do, but it's time to come down now.
I flew! I can't believe it! I flew!
Of course you did. I'm just glad you're back down. Don't do that again, okay?
Okay, now that I know I can fly, I won't do it again.
Thanks again for the canvas.
So you've survived too. That means only one of us has been lost at sea. Who? Only the most important one of us all, Annabelle! Doesn't sound... I see. She carries you across the oceans and you don't even learn her name. Annabelle! My ship! My wooden, sea-loving daughter! Killed by the damned reefs when we came into this miserable town. Kind of you to say so, but kindness does nothing to bring sweet Annabelle back to me. I imagine I'll be spending the rest of my days mourning Annabelle, sitting here, dreaming of a world where she wasn't destroyed and people actually remember her name. Off with you! Trade your life for hers. It's really a terrible place to be stranded. A ship-murdering town. There's fabric all around us, just look. Or ask that dock worker over there. Oh, our ship. Such a good ship she was. Now leave me be.
We've had quite a few shipwrecks here. There's a reef surrounding the bay, and that's what does it. It shouldn't slow down traffic too much, though. I'm just glad you all made it. Lindau's a nice port town, although we don't have much to export anymore, aside from bloom sacks. And most of our tourism these days are just people passing through, on the way in or on the way out of Nava. Yes? Give me some space.
You must be the traveler from the wrecked ship. Oh, good. Ingolf needs some visitors every now and then. I wish he would spend more time in town, but he'd rather be alone. Yes, I run the inn. I always keep a full stock of soup and tea to refresh weary travelers. When I was young, I traveled all over this island. I'd love to adventure again one day. I lived there for a few years, working as a baker. I do miss the bustle of the city sometimes. Certainly. Ah, the trap. Take care now.
I feel so adventurous staying here in Lindo. I live in Nava, but sometimes I just long for the primitive lifestyle Lindo offers. This is my first excursion out of Nava. It just feels like the right time for a dramatic adventure. Some may find the story of my journey utterly inspiring. Nothing could have prepared me for the muddy paths, the unbearable heat. I even had to eat outside. Overall, it was a dreadful experience, but I braved through it all. Yes, it certainly was impressive on my part. I so dearly wish my friends could see how adventurous I've become.
Who's there? Nika? Is that you? You must be one of the tourists. Terrible about the sinking and all that. Glad you're okay. Yada yada, etc. But will you go get Nika, the innkeeper? I need help. It's stuck, obviously. Now, would you be so kind as to go get Nika for me? It happens. It's fairly normal, really. Doesn't it happen to you from time to time? Brilliant. I'll wait here.
Saw you talking with the captain. How's she doing? I don't think I've heard her talk about much else. I wonder if she'll ever recover. How have you been? His disappearance was all very mysterious. I don't believe anyone's seen him in a long time. I think the dock workers use fabric sacks with the incoming and outgoing shipments. You might ask one of them.
You look well. Oh, of course he does. And what is it this time? Again? That's like the 8th time. All right, then, we'd better go help. Oh, it's really stuck, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty stuck.
I think what we need here is some soap. Would you be a dear and fetch some soap from Amin's house?
It's just down the stairs and across the courtyard.
Hello there. Can I help you, traveller? Soap? Well, certainly. May I ask why? He did? Is he a friend of yours? Ah, well, I shouldn't gossip then. He's just such a peculiar man. And you know what? I think Lenny is going to have some real issues when he grows up. Well, you've seen him. The boy is unhinged. And not just that. I've been hearing a lot of yelling coming from that house. I think it's quite a broken home. You know, I imagine you'll be traveling all around this island, being a tourist and all. Perhaps when you get to Narva, you should let the sheriff know about Isan. I think it's only right, you know, for Lenny. Well, it's a small town. If word ever got back to Isan that I was the one that reported him, things might be a little awkward, being such a close neighbor and all. Of course, you're right. I suppose it's a bit selfish of me to worry about a little awkwardness when it's a matter so serious. I'll head over to Narva as soon as I get the chance. Right. Well, here's some soap. Safe travels.
You have the soap? Well, let's try this thing then. Here, let me have that soap.
Well, I guess it was convenient that you dropped in when you did. Thanks for getting Nika. Well, you are a nosy tourist, aren't you? Beeswax! I mean, that nosy, stuck-up goody two-talon... if you had to deal with what I have to deal with... She just doesn't like me because I'm not posh like her. This whole town is stuck up. Them and all their judging eyes. You know what? Get out of my house. You're just like everyone else in this town. Coming in here and telling me I'm a bad father? Get out! I know that's what you meant. Just get out.
Great viewpoint, isn't it? Look, the eclipse is starting. Not a bad show, right? You couldn't get me out on the oceans for anything. And especially not in a rickety wooden ship. If you haven't got lodging for the night, feel free to stay at the inn. I'll leave the upstairs room unlocked for you. Drop in at your leisure. Don't worry about payment. Shipwreck survivors stay free of charge. Take care now. My garden is filled with all sorts of wriggly critters. Certainly. The salty sea air never gets old. That poor man. He had quite a gruff personality. Not very sociable. But I don't think he meant to offend people. I hope he's very happy, wherever he is. Take care now.
My cousin is so full of energy. One day he's flapping around like a bird, and the next he's jumping everywhere, claiming to be a frog.
there's nothing like a good book on a day such as this. Actually, books are the perfect way to spend any day. Do you enjoy reading? I'm glad to hear that. Perhaps I can share my favorite books with you sometime. My favorite books are the ones that inspire me to write myself. How about you? We creatives, me a writer, you a painter, we've got to stay inspired. Best way I've found is to drink many cups of tea. Always gives me a boost. Speaking of writing, if you find any feathers around here, I'd happily buy them. I'm constantly losing my quills. I figure 3 should do it. For now though, I must get back to reading. I think something fabulously dramatic is about to happen. Is there something else? Is there something else? Haha, my fellow bookworm. Oh, wonderful. Hopefully this is enough to last me a while. Thank you very much. I do hate scouring the forest floors, please. If you find any more, I'll pay you one glowstone apiece. Is there something else?
When I was a boy, merchants came to Lindau with strange spices and soft fabrics. They haven't been back in a long time, though. We mainly get shipments of teas, grains and fabrics, and headwear of the latest fashion, of course. In any case, there's always lots of work to do around here.
The traveling artist. Certainly.
do enjoy this exciting new lifestyle I've adopted. Did I ever tell you about my journey to Lindo? Oh, right. I'm sure you have the saga thoroughly memorized. Say, you do some sort of art things, don't you? Do you think you could capture my sheer magnificence on canvas? I'm dying to show my friends what a remarkable traveler I've become. What stunning taste you have. Be sure to capture every bit of my elegance. Oh my, that painting. It's the most perfect thing I've ever seen. I simply must have it. This is wonderful. My friends will be so jealous of me. I think I'll start a collection of paintings just like this. Can you imagine? An entire wall filled with paintings of me.
You look well. Certainly.
A newcomer. In the future, if you're ever in need of carriage to Nava, I'm your driver. I said in the future. I won't take you right now. You're a newcomer, and you've never been to Nava. It's not so far, and the walk is lovely. Everyone going to Nava for their first time should approach by foot. I won't be the one to cheat you out of an enriching experience. And if it's the cost of the toll bridge you're worried about, know that you would have to pay it whether you're riding with me or not, if it's your first time crossing. My ox is strong, no? Come back to me after you've been to Nava. Then I will be your driver. My ox is strong, no?
Newcomer, are you? Trying to get across the bridge, I guess. I hope you've got the glowstones for it. It's not free, you know. The rule is you pay once and you can use it as much as you'd like. Hi, mate. I'm a fisher. I catch fish, I cook fish, I sell fish. You know. But mostly what I do here is fish. Sometimes I like to visit town, but not very often. What's all that you're carrying? Looks heavy. Are you some kind of painter? You know what? Maybe there's a way you can get the glowstones out of me after all. There's a gazebo in Lindau. Real pretty spot. Maybe you've been there. Anyway, I'd like a painting of that view. The gazebo is easy to find. It's just behind the inn. And I want the painting from the gazebo, not of the gazebo. It's the view, not the building, if you get my meaning. Come fish and biting today.
Watch me soar like a bird!
If you're still willing to paint that gazebo view for me, remember, the gazebo is just behind the inn. See you around. If you're still willing to paint that gazebo view for me, remember, the gazebo is just behind the inn. Damn fish aren't biting today. Well, looky here, you've gone and painted the gazebo view. Are you willing to sell it? How about that? Got myself something fancy. See you around. Thanks again for that painting. Damn fish aren't biting today.
Oh, hello there. Mind the plants underfoot. What can I do for you? I spend a lot of time studying and documenting new plant life. Just yesterday, I believe I discovered a new sort of lily pad. Believe it or not, I've never been. I'm not sure Bojan would care much for the bustle. Mind the plants underfoot!
It is a bloom sack, Raph. It does not. It looks quite nice if you ask me. I made it after all. I might, but only if you meet the right requirements. My only requirement is that you be my friend. One of my best friends, to be exact. Don't be hasty. We've only just met. There are some things I need to know about you first. Is your favourite colour orange or yellow? I see. Now, if you had to choose between eating slugs or cakes, which would you eat? Maybe I can make you some slug cakes? This next one will be tricky. If you saw a frog stranded all alone on a lily pad, what would you do? Just because it's normal doesn't mean it's acceptable. Please, consider how the frogs feel about it. I feel as if I have come to know you very well. Would you agree that we can be friends now? Oh, wondrous! Here, now we can sit on rafts together. You'll need some twine to keep it all together. I don't know how to make that, but Ona has a lot of it. You also need wax, and that's very hard to find. Sometimes there's stale candles, but don't tell Ona. La la la.
Hello again. I overheard your conversation with Bojan. He'll be so excited to have you as a friend. He's a very special individual. There's no one who loves rafting as much as he does. Though he can be difficult at times, he's a kind soul. I appreciate your cordialness. Ah, a blossoming botanist, I see. To start, you'll need some roots. You can find them at the bases of trees. I can show you how to make twine, but it is a process. I see you're a painter. I would so love some artwork in my home. I'm quite partial to sandy beaches. What do you say? If you make me a painting, I'll teach you how to make twine. I look forward to seeing your work. Mind the plants underfoot.
I was about to head into town to share news of your survival. You should go there and let them know yourself. It's just up the path. On your way, then.
What a lovely sandy beach you've painted! Would you be willing to give it away for the opportunity to learn? This is splendid! It will be the prized piece of my sitting room. Now, here's how to make twine. Mind the plants underfoot! What can I do for you? Mind the plants underfoot!
Hello, good friends. Where's your raft?
My garden is filled with all sorts of wriggly critters. Take care now.
good at flapping my wings!
I saw some birds flying around a few nights ago. They were so graceful. I especially like the ones that do this. Ooh, ooh. What a fun way to talk. Ooh. Fancy, fancy city folk, but they do buy my pots. Bye now.
I'm pretty busy if you couldn't tell. Got all these trails to maintain, tourists to wrangle, animals to nurture, plants to relocate. I'll be lucky if I ever get to take another break in my whole life. Yeah, it is. At least someone understands what goes into making a national park. I'm just really stressed today. Oh, and I've also got to go rescue a stupid water fox, as if I didn't already have enough work to do.
They're aquatic rodents, essentially. Like to live in watery caves. People think they're adorable, but in my opinion, they're just wretched. My responsibility here is maintaining the trails. That's why I was hired. These water foxes are a huge thorn in my paw, and they distract me from my real tasks. My partner was the one who took care of the water foxes. Now he's gone, and I have no idea to handle these animals. I've been trying to trap one all day. Tried every type of bait under the moon. He wanted to see the world. I don't blame him for that. But he could have at least left some instructions for taking care of these hard animals. One of them mangled his foot, and I was trying to administer some salve before it gets infected. I've already wasted so much time trying to catch him. I really can't spend another day on this. I think it's officially a lost cause.
Yeah, he'll probably die. And his kits won't last long without him either. I guess it's sad, but the trails need maintenance.
I'm not really supposed to let visitors get so close to the wildlife, but I guess it doesn't matter at this point. The water foxes are living in a cave, not more than 100 paces from me. City folk. It's like they've never seen a trail before, always trampling through the foliage like animals.
Welcome to the Kestrel's Eyrie, providing a warm bed for travelers and tourists for just 2 glowstones a night. Are you in need of a room tonight? It's a shiny kind of place. You heading there now? I heard there's an arts supplies store. Seems like something you might like.
By trade, I am a cartographer, but unfortunately my productivity is down at the moment. I have run out of ink. It'll be a while before my shipment comes in. You're new around here, right? I'll bet you could use a map of Eastshade. If you'd like one, I have an extra print here I can give you. But in exchange, I'm wondering if there's something you can do for me. As I mentioned, I'm running low on ink. If you find me 4 inky cap mushrooms, I'll give it to you. That would be grand. Last time I went inky cap foraging, I got trapped in a conversation with the park ranger. He's rather obsessed with trail making, isn't he? He gabbed about it for nearly an hour. See you. chance found those inky caps yet? Great! I've just put the final touches on your map. I hope it serves you well. Safe travels.
My great-great-grandparents built this lodge. It's held up pretty well, I'd say. With any luck, it'll stay up for many more generations. All right then, it's just up the stairs, second door on the right. My great-great-grandparents.
Oh, hello. I'm not really in the mood to talk with anyone. I lost something really important. It was like the key to everything. I just can't believe I lost it. The amulet. I don't know how this happened. I just wanted to look at it, but now it's gone. Sorry, I don't feel like chatting right now. Sorry, I don't feel like chatting right now.
Need a lift? All right then. Need a
So, the newcomer has walked the road to Nava. Didn't I tell you it would be worth it? Would you like a ride to Nava? You've already paid the toll, so it will be free for you. My ox is strong, no?
Yes, a newcomer. May I see your reference letters, please? I'm afraid if you're seeking passage into Nava, you'll need 3 reference letters from citizens of Eastshade, signed and sealed. Well, you need to find people who are willing to vouch for your character and writing. Since you're a newcomer, you'll have to make some friends in the country. Will that be all, then? Will that be all, then? It hasn't always been this way, but lately we've been getting more newcomers than usual. We don't want to be unwelcoming to new folk, but we are trying to have some measure of security. Will that be all, then? Stay safe now.
Brave traveller. I can see you have an adventurous spirit. I've got an excursion you're sure to love. Righto, sharp as a knife you are. This here is the Bursting Bubble. It has the ability to take passengers all the way up to the mountaintop. The ride is sure to give you a burst of adrenaline. You think so? I wish more people had your spirit. Last person here said they'd never ride it with a name that sounded so dangerous. Oh, good. I thought it was spot on. I'll keep the name then. You know, when I invented this thing, I really thought it was going to revolutionize transportation. Imagine just flying right up to the tip-top of the world! Seems like something everyone would want to do. But for some reason, folks just don't seem to understand the idea. They can't seem to picture a balloon carrying people in the sky. I've hardly been able to get anyone out here to see it in person. Anyhow, thanks for helping with the name, Traveller. Seems to me that you're full of good ideas.
Why, hello, friend! Glorious day, wouldn't you say? What an incredible day to be alive! Ah, I see you're a traveller, swept in from some distant land. How enchanting! Ah, marvellous place, Eastshade. The only trouble is, traveller, the little mice. The little mice! You see, they've taken a liking to my garden. Not sure how they eat so much when I'm not looking. Must be bigger than I think. I'm standing guard, but it's not working. Somehow they're getting past me. Must be while I'm sleeping. Not that I mind, really. I'm glad they have a proper meal. But how I dream of cooking up a proper stew. Vegetable, of course. Can't have a good stew without an assortment of the finest crops, eh? Tell you what. Bring me 7 sticks so I can finish my fence. That just may do the trick against these crafty carrot eaters. Of course, I never let a friend journey on without a few glowstones to pad their pocket. How's 10 sound? Oh, isn't that perfect? I knew it was a good thing we met, traveller. Of course, I appreciate your help. Nothing wrong with running around picking up sticks, just don't forget to get lost once in a while, eh? And look around you, smell the roses. Oh, listen to me. I sound like an old-timer. Refreshing to hear someone say it other than myself. I'm sure the polite nature of Eastshade folk has a reputation far and wide. No chance someone would wrong another. Anyhow, thanks for getting these sticks for me. It's a full-time job standing guard. Why don't you come back in a day's time? That'll give me time to patch up this fence and see how it does against the little mice. See you soon. Don't worry, I'll have this fence patched up by tonight. Then we'll see who the king of the carrots is. See you soon.
Hi there, stranger. Come on in. Care for some tea? Or maybe a mead? Here you are, then. Nothing like a refreshing cup. I don't think I've seen your face before. Are you from out west? Ah, okay. I thought you might be from out west. I haven't met many Westerners. I was born and raised in Narva. I really wish more Westerners would come through this way. I really want to ask them about the drumming. Have you heard the drums at night? I was just a child the first time I heard the drumming out in the Blushwoods. My best friend and I used to play out here a lot. We even found a drum once. Wish I could look at that thing, but it seems to have disappeared. Ever since I moved out here, I've only heard the drumming late in the night. Some nights I hear it, others I don't. Doesn't seem to be any pattern. I like the music. It's captivating. In fact, it's almost bewitching. But I've always been bewildered as to its source. I figure it must be some westernly folk thing. Maybe the farmers from the Teethmore Bluffs throw parties in the Blushwood? Nobody in Narva seems to know anything about it. That's where I grew up. My best friend and I spent a lot of time out here, though, running through the Blushwoods. There was an old shack right in this very spot that we used as our hideout. Wasn't much more than a pile of boards back then, but I purchased the land and fixed it up. My son Finn brought his family out here, too. He always loved trees more than the bricks of the city. And I've got 5 beautiful grandchildren. Things couldn't be better.
Welcome to K&K Apothecary, the finest source for all your medicinal tincture needs. If you hear of anyone looking for an apothecary, send them our way. Or really, just send anyone our way. It's been so long since we've had a single customer.
We've got the best herbs and potions in all of Eastshade. Tell your family, your friends, and random acquaintances to come here for all their apothecary needs.
The salty sea air never gets old. Sure, I can do that for you. Take care now.
Only Annabelle could sail the seas once more. How cruel can this world be? Why are you interrogating me? Can't you see I'm in mourning? Blasphemy! Have you no sympathy for the broken-hearted? Now leave me be.
This is gonna be such a great prank! Don't forget to meet me in Nava. I'm usually near the bakery.
Hello again. I would if I could, but I'm not a resident here.
Would you like a ride to Nava? You've already paid the toll, so it will be free for you. My ox is strong, no?
Get out!
Easy does it. Do you know your name? Okay, just have to check. Standard protocol when someone gets hit in the head like that. And do you remember what happened? Isan said you provoked him, is that true? So, why did he punch you? There was no tension of any kind in the conversation? Listen, I think I know what's going on here. As an official, I'm obliged to tell you, in the future, in situations like these, never confront the parent, ever. It's most likely they will deny and defend, and no good can come of that. If you suspect something, report it. Don't take it into your own hands. You stay clear of Isan now, and he'll stay clear of you. I'll be on my way now. You don't look like you're from around here. I'm the sheriff of the island. Glad to meet you. Anything I can help with? Yes, extremely busy. It's not all about crimes and capers, though it is about that too. Anything else? Anything else?
I have nothing to say to you. Just get out. I have nothing to say to you. Just get out.
What Isan did to you is downright uncivilized, but I'm not a bit surprised. Oh, I very much doubt that. That man is simply a bad apple. Thank the stars Aaliyah was able to leave with Lenny. I think he'll be much happier with his aunt. Safe travels. What Isan did to you is downright uncivilized, but I'm not a... Safe travels.
Can't wait to go. I will not write you a reference. We already have too many vagrants in Nava for my tastes.
My father was a fisher of these oceans, so I've been out on the sea plenty of times. I could never be a fisher, though. sea monsters.
Ah, the traveling artist. I already gave you one. Take care now.
I have nothing to say to you. Just get out.
Would you like a ride to Nava? You've already paid the toll, so it will be free for you. My ox is strong, no?
That building was part of the original town of Lindau. I've heard a ghost has taken up residence inside. If you're interested in an adventure, it's a lovely spot for a nighttime stroll.
We've had quite a few shipwrecks here. There's a reef surrounding the bay, and that's what does it. This shouldn't slow down traffic.
I just can't wait to go home and show. I will not write you a reference. We already have too many vagrants in Nava for my tastes.
What can I do for you? Any friend of Bojan's is a friend of mine. Here. Mind the plants underfoot.
Hello, good. Where's your? I think Corona can do that.
Ahoy there, traveller! Alas, those carrot chompers are still at it. Seems the mice are trapped inside my new fence. Odd though, they never leave so much as a stem behind. Hungry little creatures, aren't they? Why don't you stop by K&K Apothecary? Kai and Kaylin should have some repellent that'll send any critters bolting. They live west of here, along the riverbank on the south side of the Blushwoods. See you soon.
Hi again. It's nice to see a familiar face. We don't get too many visitors out here.
Hi, we have to stop taking Finn's crops.
It's not like I enjoyed either, but what choice do we have? We haven't made a single sale in weeks. How is that even possible?
It's just that poor, sweet man.
He blames the vermin as it is. We're not doing him any actual harm.
We can't steal his crops forever. At some point, he's going to realize.
That gullible old fool. He wouldn't believe we were stealing from him if we walked up and took the shoes right off his feet.
I can't believe you, Kai. We need to figure out a better way. This is so unlike us. We never wanted to steal from Finn, you know. I would have done anything else if I could. I'm horrified by what we've done to such a sweet old man.
I didn't realize anyone was there. What do you want? No one's buying herbs like they used to. You understand? You do? Oh, good. Well, you never know who you can trust. Times have been hard since Kaylin's father stopped supporting us. We thought we could make it on our own, but truth is, no one seems to have much use for an apothecary. Not out in these parts, anyway. I don't right know where everyone's getting their goods. Maybe it's time we moved on from Eastshade and found ourselves a place where we can make a proper living. Actually, there may be something you could help us with. One last try to make it here before we call it quits. Will you help us? What is it you'd have us do? Eat dirt? We had no choice. I'm afraid we've used up our luck around here. I wouldn't dare ask for a single glowstone of charity. Mainly because we're already indebted to just about everyone we know. I feel like I failed Kaylin, but I don't know what I could have done better. You'll help us! Oh, this will mean so much to Kaylin! Have you met Annika? I'm willing to bet she'd help out. But Kaylin's always saying Annika has a generous soul. Even if she isn't all there upstairs. She lives in the southwest of the Great Shade. Somehow, people around here came to knowing she has more glowstones than many of the rest of us. I'm guessing she doesn't spend too much. Too preoccupied with, other things. Just see if you can borrow 600 glowstones. Word may have gotten around we had to borrow a bit. At this point, we're embarrassed to show our faces around Eastshade. Anyhow, if she needs convincing, just tell her it's anyone besides us asking. Go, give it your best.